Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, September 18th, 2023. This is John Frenet, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Man, what a whirlwind weekend for me. Congrats to the Annapolis Songwriters Festival for kicking absolute butt. And be sure to check out those water taxi karaokes we did. We live streamed them on our All Annapolis Facebook page. And then I also did bring a good camera with me and a microphone on Saturday. So they're up there as well. And they're much better, those ones on Saturday. And congrats to the Orioles for clinching a playoff spot. I was at the game, and I'll tell you, the joint was rocking in the 10th. And to the Ravens, the Nationals, and the Commanders, all on their wins as well. All in all, a fantastic weekend. Hey, a quick reminder, in case you're not signed up, we have a daily news recap newsletter. It is great for news that happens after this drops in the morning and what happens over the weekend. It's local, it's free, it hits your email inbox at 7 p.m. every night, and I'm going to drop a link right here in the show notes. Anyhow, we do have a bunch of news to catch up on, so shall we? The city of Annapolis experienced the 18th shooting of the year on Thursday evening. A 19-year-old black teenager was shot in the Robinwood community off of Forest Drive. The injury is believed to be non-life-threatening, and the police do have no suspects. For those that are keeping track, 9 murders, 18 shootings, 26 incidents of shot being fired that did not hit any people so far this year in the city of Annapolis. But Annapolis is not alone. Also on Thursday, the Anne Arundel County Police were called to Green Hill Road and White Coral Court in Arnold for a report of shots being fired. After speaking to witnesses, the Anne Arundel County Police Department located and charged a 17-year-old Arnold teen in that incident. And just a personal squawk about parking in the city of Annapolis. On Saturday, I parked in the Gott's garage, and when I was exiting, the person in front of us spent 9 minutes trying to get the gate to go up. You could hear the beeps and everything else, and yes, I did time it. All of a sudden, a Parkmobile employee emerged from the car that was immediately adjacent to the gate and put in a bypass code or something like that to raise the gate and let them go. But why was he waiting nearly 10 minutes to get out of his car to help? When it was my turn, I tried to pay with the resident coupon, and it was rejected as the employees stand there and watched. He said that the voucher looked like it might have been last month's, and I said, well, did they expire? And he said, no. He said, but sometimes when they're old, they just don't work. I said, well, can you put the code in and take the voucher and let me go? He said, no, you need to put in a credit card. The city has done an admirable job of alienating visitors with the parking system, and now they are well on their way to alienating the residents as well. Wow, this is awesome. Live Arts Maryland, also known as the Annapolis Chorale, just got a $100,000 donation from a member and a pledge of 25% of the donor's estate upon his passing. David Herron has been a member since 1983, and an article in the Capitol really puts all the details together of the gift and how upon the death of his wife, he was in a position to help out an organization that he loved. What a fantastic gift. The Bowie Baysox season is ended, and it ended with a whimper. The final game was Sunday against the Harrisburg Senators, but it was rained out, and as it was the final game of the season, it will not be made up. The Baysox finished the season 67-70, and they will regroup in the offseason and look forward to 2024. Opening day is right around the corner, April 5th, against the Reading Fighting Phils. And to everybody who won tickets to a Baysox game this season through Eye on Annapolis, I hope you had a great experience. It's always a lot of fun to get to that ballpark. And be sure to come back here again next year for more tickets. Hey, remember that giant crab feast in August? You know, the one with the Annapolis Rotary. He's been putting it on for 78 years. Well, they raised a lot of money, and now they need to figure out a way to give it all away. So if you are associated with a local nonprofit and could use a grant of up to $4,000, You have until October 1st to go to annapolisrotary.org/application to apply. Hopefully you caught our Canines and Crosstreks on Friday with Cairo and Cody, a beautiful golden doodle, and a very chill Shibuwawa. We had a post at noon on Friday with some great photos, our SPCA chat, and all of the info on how to adopt them, and hopefully you have some room in your heart and your home for them. Oh, and to the person that stopped by the Annapolis Subaru at the 9/11 Heroes Run yesterday and asked if they were the Canines and Crosstreks dealer, A, obviously yes they are, and B, thank you very much for listening. On Saturday, we spoke with Ryan Schmidt from Roadneck Home Inspections with some great information on the local business spotlight. And he's also going to be appearing at the Annapolis Homeowners Expo on the 30th and October 1st over at the Byzantium Center. Admission to that one is free, courtesy of Ion Annapolis. Next week, Lucinda Mary Brown and Barbara Weber from Compass Rose Theater, which is just getting ready to start their new season. And about those spotlights, if you know of a local business or an organization that might like to be featured on the Local Business Spotlight, let me know. I will reach out. There is absolutely no cost for them to do it whatsoever. All right, that is a wrap. Thank you first and foremost, and also a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Scout and Molly's, and Alpha Engineering. And Alsina is here with your Monday Money Report because, well, it's Monday. And, of course, George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecast weather report you're going to find. All that coming up in just a bit, so hang tight.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everybody, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, September 18th. Pretty nice weekend for the Annapolis region, despite a bit of rain yesterday, and the week ahead looks really nice as well as we move our way through the second half of September. Look for gradually clearing skies today with a small chance of a few AM showers with highs in the 75 to 82 degree range. From there, it will be sunshine and mid-70s to low 80s each day, Tuesday through Friday, with weekend temps in the mid to upper 70s for most, with another chance for a few additional rain showers. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for updates throughout each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing, it can be confusing. Ann Alsina, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it all for over 17 years. Are you ready? Now here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Alsina of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. Last week started well in the market before stocks fell at the end amid fears of inflation, coupled with the United Auto Workers strike. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, inflation rose in August, with year-over-year inflation coming in at 3.7%. While energy costs drove much of the increase over July's 3.2%, inflation is still well over the Fed's target of 2% inflation. If rising costs are impacting your household, or even if you're fortunate enough that you don't feel the squeeze, meeting with your spouse or partner on a regular basis is a great way to improve your financial position, and sometimes your relationship too. Schedule time for a money date, once a week if you're trying to get a handle on things, or once a month if you feel things are under control. Your first date should be to see where you are now. Make a list of what you own, your house, checking and savings accounts, and your retirement and investment accounts. Then, make a list of what you owe, your mortgage, student loans, credit cards, any debt you have. Take a look at your spending habits. Is there money left over? Or do you feel as if you're living paycheck to paycheck? The next date can be time to discuss your values and goals. Do you want to pay off all of your debts with the exception of your mortgage? What about saving for retirement or college? Do you want to travel more? Or is there an audacious goal, like living abroad for a few years or buying a second home? When you have goals and priorities set, it's easier to adjust spending and make conscious decisions about money. You're not depriving yourself by being on a budget. You're choosing to put money towards a bigger dream. Once you've figured out where you are and where you want to be, schedule weekly or monthly dates to review your spending and saving, along with progress towards your goals. You'll find that communicating about money becomes easier over time. You may decide to set aside a small amount of money for each of you to spend monthly, with no questions or judgments, or a set dollar level, where any spending above that level is discussed and agreed upon prior to the purchase. Make sure these dates are scheduled on your calendars. Regardless of budget, make it a nice event. It may be coffee together on Sunday morning or a Wednesday night dinner, as long as it fits into your schedule and can be held consistently. Tracking progress keeps you motivated and moving forward. Over time, you may move from weekly to monthly. As habits become ingrained, you may decide to have your finance dates quarterly. Life changes and planned progress may mean you begin meeting quarterly or you go back to weekly for a short time. Finance dates are a tool to help accomplish your goals as a family. Your action item this week is to pack your lunch. For 4 days, bring lunch from home. Take the money you would have spent on lunch and put it towards your financial goals. Follow us on Facebook and check out our website at CovingtonAlsina.com for more information and great resources. CovingtonAlsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented is for educational purposes only, not intended to make an offer, solicitation for sale, or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments involve risk and unless otherwise stated are not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult with a qualified financial advisor and or tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Alsina with CovingtonAlsina.
Ready for a new look for those end-of-summer parties? Come see us at Scout and Molly's. I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate this great little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center. Come enjoy a fun, in-person shopping experience with a bonus, real customer service. We'd love to help you pick out the perfect outfit for back-to-school Annapolis boat shows and nights out with your friends. Scout and Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thanks for shopping local.
Advanced illness decisions aren't always easy. Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, wants you to know you do have a choice over who provides care, what type of care, and when and where your loved one receives that care. Learn more at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues. This is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at EyeOnAnnapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.